Hampton Roads is clear for now, but it was a really nasty, cold, soggy day earlier, and that rain will be coming back. This is 13 News Now at 11. I'm Jaclyn Lee. Meteorologist Rochelle Peart is here to talk about when the rain will start back up. Rochelle.
Jaclyn, you know, we do have some time before we see that rain. Even though it is 11:01 at night, we will have about 12 more hours of the dry conditions. Right now, Skyview over Newport News, very serene, very quiet, very dry compared to what we were dealing with just about 6 to 12 hours ago. Satellite and radar just catching the tail end of that rain, pushing away from the eastern shore. It's been dry across the peninsula, south side, and also northeastern North Carolina for at least the past 6 hours or so, and we'll stay that way as we head into tomorrow morning. Satellite not showing too much in the way of cloud cover, so we're going to be waking up to sunshine on your Sunday. Here's a look at the next 6 hours across our area. We're in the 40s right now, getting down into the 30s, but you'll see clearing trend as we move into the next 6 hours. So again, waking up to sunshine, but that's not how we're going to be ending off your Sunday. I'm timing out when that rain returns in just a few minutes. Jaclyn?
So unfortunate. Thank you, Rochelle. Right now, Norfolk police are investigating a shooting. It happened on East Princess Anne Road near Azalea Garden Road around 1:30 this morning. We're told one person was shot. We don't know who that person is or how badly they were hurt. If you know anything, you're asked to call the crime line. Virginia lawmakers approved legislation to require Dominion Energy to excavate and clean up unlined coal ash pits. It requires Dominion to recycle or store in lined landfills millions of cubic yards of coal ash currently at sites around the state. Governor Northam is expected to sign that legislation. A compromise on the issue was announced earlier this year. Dominion said it also supports the plan. Your Virginia state tax refund is on the way. Yesterday, Governor Northam signed tax overhaul legislation into law, which will return about $1 billion to Virginian taxpayers. The new tax plan conforms state tax law to federal law. It will give taxpayers refunds to compensate for higher state taxes that happened last year. That's up to $110 for single filers and up to $220 for couples. Going forward, the new law also raises the amount you can take on the standard deduction. In North Carolina, top economists expect an increase in state government tax collections. This comes as they build out the next state budget. The legislature's fiscal office predicts overall revenues for the fiscal year ending June 30th will be $151 million higher than expected than when the current year's budget was approved. Today, we're learning more about the victims of that deadly workplace shooting in the Chicago suburb of Aurora, Illinois. The suspect shot and killed by police, but not before killing 5 co-workers and injuring several officers. ABC's Ryan Burrow has the latest.
Authorities releasing the names of the 5 people killed Friday in a deadly workplace shooting. Among the victims, Trevor Wayner, a college intern killed on his first day at the job.
Clayton Parks of Elgin, Illinois. Trevor Wayner of DeKalb, Illinois. Russell Byer of Yorkville, Illinois. Vincente Juarez of Oswego, Illinois. Josh Pinkard of Oswego, Illinois.
1:30 Friday afternoon, gunfire interrupted the workday at the Henry Pratt warehouse in Aurora, Illinois.
Aurora has an active shooter situation.
Police and SWAT teams stormed the warehouse.
Approximately 25 to 35 agencies responded, approximately 200 to 300 officers.
5 officers were injured by gunfire. Police say the suspect, 45-year-old Gary Martin, was an employee. The CEO of Mueller Water Products, which owns Henry Pratt, said Martin was being fired for various workplace rules violations.
My understanding from the witnesses is that he opened fire right after the termination.
Martin was eventually killed in a gun battle with police. He had 6 prior arrests, but was issued a firearms owner ID card in 2014. When he applied for a conceal and carry permit, an old felony conviction from Mississippi was discovered during fingerprinting.
Once this felony conviction was discovered, the offender's conceal and carry permit was rejected and his FOID card was revoked by the Illinois State Police.
Martin was sent a letter ordering him to turn in his weapon. Authorities are now investigating why that wasn't followed up on. Ryan Burrow, ABC News, Chicago.
Hampton Roads could soon be home to a new Air Force squadron. Virginia's congressional delegation is pushing the branch's secretary to relocate a group of F-22 aircrafts. The squadron is based at Tyndall Air Force Base in Florida, but Hurricane Michael damaged it pretty bad last year. Our representatives want it moved to Langley Air Force Base. They say that right now there's only 2 squadrons there, but it's built to house 3 of them. We'll let you know what the Air Force decides. Virginia Senator Mark Warner and others introduced legislation that would protect credit scores for Virginia federal workers and contractors affected by the government shutdown. The bill would require credit bureaus to remove any negative information placed on the credit reports of those workers and contractors who missed payments because of the shutdown. Not only would this apply to the recent shutdown, but also any future government shutdowns. We now know which contractor will work to complete VDOT's largest project ever. We're talking about the HRBT expansion. The Commonwealth awarded Hampton Roads Connector Partners the $3.3 billion contract, which is expected to be executed in April. The design-build team will add 2 new lane tunnels to the busy stretch of highway, as well as widen the interstate. The project is expected to finish by late 2025. Right now, a painting is hanging in Hampton Roads by the anonymous English street artist Banksy. It's at the Baron and Ellen Gordon Art Galleries at ODU. 13 News Now reporter Adriana De Alba saw the street art, and Adriana, you saw the piece. Tell us more about it.
I did, Jaclyn. The Banksy piece has only been on display for a few days, but already people are pouring into ODU to see it up close. It's a rare opportunity because the piece almost didn't survive.
Stumble into ODU's art galleries and you'll run into a once-in-a-lifetime chance to catch a glimpse of this. It's the Hate Street Rat, an art piece by anonymous street artist Banksy.
You hear a lot of stories about Banksy being an anonymous artist, and just need to see something of his in real life.
The piece is one of several murals Banksy painted on the outside of this San Francisco building. All of the others were destroyed. But this one was preserved, 1 wood panel at a time. Now it's going on display all around the country.
The chance to see his work up